Good afternoon. My name is Heather and I'm from H Square Design, and I'm so glad that you're joining me this afternoon or evening depending on where you're at. Tonight we're going to make a Pom Pom wreath. I had a picture up of last year's wreath that I had made, and I found the idea, I believe off of Pinterest. I saw something kind of similar. It might have been Etsy. And I wanted to make my own. So I'm gonna make another one, but I'm using a different color right now. This is Pumpkin Spice. It's by Yarn Bee. Hobby Lobby brand. I'll put a picture up. I think I have the label. This is my last skein, I believe. I have a label up on, I'll put a label up for you. Hi Patty, how are you? Hopefully you were maybe started crafting with that scrapbook paper. I'm anxious to see all the paper inside. There's a whole bunch of different paper. Okay, so I'm using this Pumpkin Spice by Yarn Bee. I ended up using, for this size wreath, I don't even know what size this is. This is a 14-inch wreath, okay? When I made my original one, I used 18 inches, I believe. So this is my original one, okay? So this one's a little smaller. It's just what I had on hand. And this actually will be a door prize for my local craft event on September 18th. So stay tuned for that. And in a couple weeks, I'll start putting up pictures of things I'm going to be selling too. Okay, so if you're local, look for that event if you want to come. All right, so this one's 14 inches. So I figured out that I would need, what did we figure out? 33 pom-poms, okay? So I'm gonna show you again, if you weren't on the other night, how to make the pom-pom with the pom-pom maker. So we're gonna start off tonight. We're gonna need a straw wreath, leave the plastic on, any kind of burlap ribbon. I am good. Going to what'd you say?
She's found some wood houses that she's going to decoupage.
How fun. Oh, I can't wait to see. That's awesome. Okay. So burlap ribbon is a good choice. We're going to wrap the straw wreath in burlap ribbon. It doesn't have to be the same color. I couldn't find the color I used last year. This is the only orange I could find. So you can use tan, you can use any color. It's just so you're not hot gluing onto the plastic or the straw. And if anything peeps through, it's not, it might be as noticeable. I don't think you'll see it, but also it helps protect if you're putting it on your door so it doesn't scratch your door as much, okay? So we're gonna do that. But first, let me show you, I have one more pom-pom to make. I saved one, and I'm gonna show you how to make this pom-pom again, just in case you didn't see last night. I think it was last night, yeah. Okay, so they come in a pack. I find that Hobby Lobby, I believe, sells them, Joann's, Michael's. Good evening, Jackie. So here's what it looks like. Sometimes they come in packs of 2, sometimes 4 of different sizes. Okay, this is the larger one. You can make small ones. You can use any yarn you want to, okay? On this one, I used a thinner yarn, so it is a stringier look, okay? Still feels very soft. This one was a thicker yarn, so it's a little more fuzzy. All right. Any embellishment that you want to add to it also, okay? So I'm just gonna run through this real quick and show you. So it opens up just like this. You're gonna line them up, okay? This is so easy. Then you're gonna start with your thumb right here, and you're just gonna wrap. And you wrap it as many times as you want, real fast, real slow, however you wanna do it. It's a great activity to do if you're sitting waiting at a doctor's appointment or you're watching TV in the evening. You can just whip these suckers out pretty fast, actually. The more you do it, the quicker you get. And then I'm gonna show you how much. See how it's still like a rainbow? I don't want this to look like a rainbow because I want a fluffy pom-pom. I'm spinning, spinning, spinning. Jackie, I hope your husband's feeling okay today. We've been praying for him. Okay, see how my rainbow went away? This is kind of straight here. I don't know if you can see that or not. So there's no, my rainbow went away. That sounds funny. So then you're gonna bring it up to the top here. You're gonna cut it. And then you're just gonna keep your finger on here and then slide him down and let go, okay? Then we're gonna do the other way. Wrap it around real quick. You really can't mess it up. You can have different size pom-poms. They don't have to all be full. You don't have to count how many times if you don't want to that you're going around. I do not. Because to be honest, I kind of lose count after a while. So, especially if I'm doing something that's really distracting me. All right. Once again, I'm just gonna fill this bad boy up. Almost done. Okay, and I'm gonna end with my yarn up here. We're gonna cut. And then I'm gonna slide him down, okay? So now he's all covered on all sides. Okay, then you're gonna take your scissors and in between right here, you're gonna put your scissors in between and you're gonna cut it down the middle. Make sure you get all your strings. Can you guys see that? Okay. Just like that, okay? Then you're gonna switch it over and you're gonna put it in. You can feel there's a little groove there to line up your scissors. So you're cutting it down the middle. We're gonna keep going. Just make sure it stays closed. Make sure you don't have any strings. So we're just like this, okay? Then you're gonna take a short piece of the yarn and this yarn is gonna go right in here. It's gonna slip in. So I'm gonna put it in here. Both sides. Okay, now I'm like this, right? Just kind of hanging. You're gonna hold down, pull the yo-yo down, and these two threads up completely. You'll feel it get snug in there. And you're just gonna tie it off. So now it's in there. There, you can go back if you wanna do this and watch this video and do it alongside the video, or there's other YouTube videos you can watch too. Just a knot. Just like that, okay? And then you open it up right where those handles are. Open this side. I'm opening this side. So now we're like this. You got these little tails. We'll cut those in just a second. Then you just pull it apart. There we go. And then you'll get a couple, like you want to cut this one, these little tails off. Okay, and then you'll get a couple of little ones. Can you see that sticking up? So just give it a little haircut, even it up just a little. This is a little messy, so have a vacuum close by or do it on a table and don't wear anything where it sticks to you. All right, that's it. I'm gonna take the yarn, thanks. So now I have all these. Look at these. A lot of pom-poms. These actually would be really cute to make and have snowball fights with your kids, or I don't know, even grown kids inside the house, because you can't hurt anybody with these. These would be really cute. You can make the white yarn with a little shimmer or glisten to them and put them in a bucket. Make them look like snowballs at Christmas time with some pine and decor and some wood. Those would be cute. All right. Any questions so far? I made it look so easy. It is, it really is. Honestly, it is. I overthought it. The first time I tried to make one, I thought, I'm looking at this contraption. I'm like, I don't know. And I was overthinking it. It is literally open it up and then just twist it around. It really is easy, I promise. So the first time we made it, I was making them with my mom, and we were doing it over our Echo, and we were doing a video trying to teach each other how to make it. And the first couple of times it was hilarious because we pulled it apart and the whole thing just went everywhere. But by the second time, we had it. So it's pretty easy. I promise. I try to make things very easy to do. All right, so we've got a wreath. So I don't want to put hot glue on this plastic or this straw because it's just going to melt it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wrap this. You can use any color burlap you want. You could use felt if you wanted to too. I just think this might be a little easier to wrap around. So I'm going to start it right here, okay? I'm not going to glue the ribbon to this. I'm going to glue the ribbon to this, the burlap to this burlap, and just a little bit, okay? And I'll start it straight to begin with. And then you're just going to, dang it, me and this glue gun. You're just going to wrap it around. And then every so often, I'll put a dab of glue. You could use a straight pin if you wanted to. I'm not using foam because sometimes you could use a different glue. Foam sometimes melts with glue, so that's not good. All right. You're not going to see it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Try to get the most out of your ribbon when you overlap it because, you know, it's not cheap. Like this one was $6.99 and 50% off. And I'm probably going to need 2. So you might want to use felt or find something a little, or get like a yard of burlap and cut it into strips. If you don't know how to cut burlap without it falling apart, maybe one day I'll do a quick video on that. If you do, don't need to do the video, but there is a trick to it so it doesn't unravel completely and make a total mess. So if we have time, depending on how this goes and who's still on, if you want to see how to cut burlap, I will show you real quick because I think, yeah, I have burlap down here. I can show you real quick. I have a pile of crafts beside my feet on the floor. Okay. I haven't even glued it yet. I don't even need to. See how snug it's staying? I might get by with, let's see if we can get by with one thing. Maybe this size is really good to use. This is a 14-inch. So I use 3.5 skeins of my yarn, but my yarn, the skeins aren't very big because it's chunky. So if you use, no, I'm not. Okay. If you used a thinner yarn that had more yarn on it, you would probably could get away. I don't know. I'd buy 4 or 5. I guess you could always return it. Okay, so I'm going to use this tape that came with it, and then I'm going to glue it. Can you hand me that pink little rubber thing? Thank you. I'll put on the end of this. These are great. I don't know if you guys have seen these. They just go over the tips of your finger. I don't know why I don't wear them more. And they protect you. There's a whole bunch. There's a set, and it protects you from hot glue. What's Patty saying?
Patty said they look like meatballs.
My husband, I guess, was it Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Some show from Star Trek when he was younger, and he showed me this picture of this episode with, I don't know, some kind of...
Trouble with Tribbles.
The Trouble with Tribbles episode of Star Trek. I'll post a picture later because you guys will die laughing. Because I guess these look like him from that. They reminded him of his childhood when he remembered that episode because of them. So we were laughing just before he came on. So, how funny. They do look like meatballs a little bit. I don't know if the color's showing up real good online. They're like a coral pumpkin spice color. They're pretty cool. I like the color. And I bought this yarn, didn't know really what I was going to do with it. And then I went back and bought more, and I thought, I'm going to make a wreath out of it. So, anyways.
Patty said she remembers the episode. I'm not the only one.
Really? I wasn't my parents were Star Trek fans, so don't hate me. I didn't like to watch it. I'm not a sci-fi girl. I'm an action movie, rom-com girl, but not sci-fi. I don't know. I'm not into it. So, okay, well, now you know, and if you're not, you can look it up. Jackie said, what color? What's she saying?
What color is the yarn? I'm going to see if
I think it's pumpkin spice. It's by Yarn Bee, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. I will post a picture. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I love yarn, okay? It reminds me of my grandma. My grandma was a crocheter and a knitter, and you know, she did the slippers, she did the blankets, she did all that stuff, and yarn just makes me think of her. So it brings back happy memories. So I have a plethora of yarn. Did you find the wrapper?
I did not.
Okay. I will post it later. I'll get you the wrapper, even if I have to dig it out of the trash. I think it's called, oh, it's on your picture on your phone.
Yes.
I had to have him pick me up some more when he was at a different Hobby Lobby, because mine only had 3 skeins. So I will find
Orange Spice.
Orange Spice.
It's by Yarn Bee.
Can you put that in the comments?
I can after the video. It won't let
Okay.
me post a picture during your video.
Okay, cool. We'll put a picture up for you. Okay.
And it's the
Hi,
Effortless
Sylvia. Good
Super
evening.
Bulky.
Effortless, super bulky.
Orange Spice.
Orange
by Yarn
Spice.
Bee.
I called it pumpkin spice. Maybe that's why the lady couldn't find it for me. I kept calling it pumpkin spice. So, but we'll post a picture when I post the video so you can see it. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's pretty. I think it would look good with a lot of, it looks really good with a green color. I bought it with like a mossy green, sage, between moss and sage. Okay, I'm just letting this dry a little bit so it stays put. And then that's it. So we just covered them all up, and this is so we can glue the pom-poms to it, okay? And when you put the pom-poms onto this, if you're unsure if your glue is gonna stay, I think mine is, you can use floral pins, you know, the U-shaped floral pins, and stick it in there, down in there, and secure that with a little hot glue also. I just don't want to run back to my craft room real quick and get it. I can't do lives from my craft room because for some reason we can't get internet there. I don't know why. We've spent a ton of money on it and it still doesn't work right. So I'm at my kitchen nook table right now, destroying it with crafts. Okay, so to glue these on, it is just gluing them on. You can shape them however you want. You can put your favorite side up. What you're going to do is you're going to start by putting them at the very top of this, okay? So you would lay them out. They will kind of balance, so you would know how many you would need, okay? I think we counted 11. You will find, you're going to think I'm crazy, but you will find your favorite side of these, okay? All right. You don't have to smush them together. You don't want to smush them too much, and I'll explain why in just a second here. All right. How many do I have there? 3, 6, 9, 11. I'm going to spread this out just a little. Okay. Okay, so these will glue on top, and the reason why you don't want to smush them is the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put them on the inside. Can you see that? In between here, okay? And then we're gonna put them on the outside in between. So you don't, if they're smushed too much, I mean, you can smush them if you want to, you just have to make more pom-poms, all right? So we're just gonna go ahead, let me go back here so you can see what I'm doing and take them off for a second. Lint gets everywhere, just fair warning, okay? So I'm just gonna put glue down and push it on. This works. This, the wreath I had from last year, it has been in a Rubbermaid container in our storage unit, and it is still intact through the heat, through the cold, in our storage unit. Because ours isn't temperature controlled, no. So it does stay, it doesn't go anywhere. I was surprised. I thought maybe I would have to refasten it, but it did well. There's a lot of pom-poms on that guy. A lot. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put him this year because I have something else on top of my fireplace. Anyone decorated for fall yet? I know some people have. I've just done my entryway. I haven't done anything else yet. I'm trying to do it so I can show you guys when I do it. I think I'll do, see, this one's turned out just a little bigger, but that's okay. It doesn't have to all be perfect. I think that's makes it special and unique, because all these are different sizes in here too. I'd love to know if you can post, if you decorate for fall, when you decorate for fall. When do you start? Some people start off after Labor Day. Some people start September 1st. Some people start the first day of fall. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? How are you feeling? She's been laid up. She hurt her leg. Pretty good. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad you're here. I really am. I love it. I'm getting to know you even though I don't know you. I have some of you on my prayer list. So I think about you in the mornings when I have my quiet time. So that's good. She's doing okay. Okay's good. I know what okay means, but okay's good. I understand. Better than bad. How am I feeling? What should say?
She said you look great today.
It's makeup. It's the beauty of makeup. I haven't had makeup on my lives the last couple of times. I'm trying to hide. I'm doing okay. I couldn't get chemo this week. My white cell count's too low. So I'm not nauseous. I'm tired, but I'm feeling good. And I'm glad I'm crafting. It's kind of keeping me going. So I had a nice relaxing day. We went to church, to a conference. They catered Chick-fil-A. That was kind of fun. And we had a good time. It was a lot of fun, actually. So I didn't have to make lunch. That was kind of nice. I'm happy about that. All right. I'm going to end up using more than 11, I bet. 3, 6, 8. Yep. I always do this every time, you guys. See? I didn't even take my own advice. I'm going to crowd it. So I'm going to probably run out of Pom Poms on the live. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do the whole thing when I have you on here, because you probably don't want to stay around and watch the whole thing. I don't know. Want me to finish it? I'll finish it. But if not, I can post. Tomorrow I'm going to post all pictures of all the finished products. I got to get it all staged and ready to go. So I'll do that when I get home from church. All right. If you're watching on this on replay, let me know. Okay, so I have a big gap here, and it's not going to fit 2. So I'm going to go through my pile, and I'm going to find, I think he's my biggest one. Huh? Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm going to find my biggest Pom Pom that I have. Look at that, and he fits right in there. I think this is so warm and inviting. And then I never put it together. Do you ever have that craft where you start making the craft and then you never finish it? Anyone else but me? Yes. So I have Pom Poms I made for a winter wreath last year, and I never finished it. I got a thumbs up. Or was that you? That was him. My husband said he has crafts. Stuff he hasn't finished. I'm just pushing these down one last time, but I'll show you how stable they are. I made Pom Poms for a winter one, and I can't wait till winter to put it back together and use it. It just looks like, you know, like a warm sweater. I don't know. I did it in blacks and grays and whites. Okay. So that's what it starts to look like. So it's just kind of basic. You could stop there if you wanted to. You don't have to keep going. So what we're going to do now is we will fix the strings from the glue. You probably, I don't know if you can see them, but I can. So I'm not just reaching in the air randomly. I'm removing glue strings, okay? So then in this one, you're going to place right in here, okay? And you're just going to kind of see a layer of it. We're going to do the inside, and then we'll do the outside, okay? And it's going to go in between. So what I did when I did this was I put it upright like this. so that the glue didn't run everywhere. Okay. We're gonna put a dab there. Did anyone say if they decorate for fall? No one decorates for fall? Interesting. It's my favorite time. Aha. Nope. Okay. He's sticking there, and then we're just gonna slowly move around until we fill it all in. Just like this. I like Christmas. Christmas, we start November 1st because we have a lot of Christmas decorations. It's crazy. We start the outside, we start the inside. So if you like to make things for the outside for the yard with Christmas lights, I'll be showing you. Actually, my husband and I will be showing you videos. Then I gotta come up with a video because my son wants to be in a video. So I gotta come up with something. It might be a cooking one for kids. Maybe we'll do a cooking one for kids. So, anyways. Okay, so now, see how this is pushing? Let's see if I can show you. It's pushing down like this, so what I'm going to do to move it up is glue it in between. Can you see that? See there's a little gap there? So I'm going to put glue in there and then move it up because the weight will pull down, and then just hold it. So you can, once you get it set, you can move it and move it around and secure it even more, okay? My little linty. I'm getting all fuzzy and linty here. And then just hold it. I'm sorry, this is boring, I know, to watch. But I think these are important things to show you. I won't do the whole thing. Maybe we'll do this as the inside. And do you want me to... Hi, Rose. Good evening. Do you guys want to see me keep going, or do you want to just see the outside? Show the outside. Okay, I will show the outside. Okay, I'm moving this up. I'm gonna do one. I have to do one more here, and then we'll move on. Okay, now see the difference that looks like? It's all filled in. Okay. So just move your glue around. If you see it, just squish it, glue it. The glue sticks really good to the yarn. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna shove this one right in here. I'm gonna hold him. And then on the outside, what we're gonna do is take another one and go right here, in between the two. Sorry, I have to wait for the glue to dry. All right, then this will go right here. Okay, it's just gonna glue up high because it's gonna drip. And then he's gonna stick right there and come out. It grows inside tremendously as you're doing this. Hi, Jean. Good evening. Thank you. All right. And just hold it till it dries. It dries pretty quickly. And then you go around the edges, just in between them like this. And then you keep going. Okay. See how big it gets? So you might want to start, depending on what size you want, keep that in mind that you triple the size of your wreath, the thickness of it. So this is a 14-inch. But by the time I get done with that guy, he's going to be out like this. Okay. All right. It's Jan. Does that say Jan? It's Jan Hoffman. Yep. Hi, Jan. Good evening. So then you go all the way around on the inside finish, all the way around on the outside and finish. And then he starts. Let me glue a couple on this side so you can kind of see what it looks like. Don't be afraid to squish it. It'll all fluff out back up. Be firm with it so it glues nicely, okay? And then if you have a gap, let's see if I can turn this around. Can you see this right here? If you have a gap right here in between, you just put a little glue in between the yarn. Okay, and then squish them together and fill it in. Don't be afraid to manipulate it. And then, like, see, I have a little long string. I don't know if you can see that right there. I'm gonna cut him. You'll see that as you go around, and just trim it a little. But be careful, trim slowly, otherwise you'll keep trimming. Go, oh, it doesn't look straight. Oh, it doesn't look good. And then you'll have no pom-pom left. Been there, done that. So trying to make it too perfect. Okay, so you would do that all the way on the inside and all the way on the outside. Looks like I have ears right now. So it would go, it's gonna drive me crazy. It would go like that and keep going on the outside, okay? And then you can take any kind of sign you want. On this one, I did wood. Okay, and this is just a wood sign. This is from Hobby Lobby, actually, and I painted it brown, okay? But you can do any color you want. You can do metal. You could put a little wooden sign hanging inside. And all I did was little acorns and pine cones and a leaf, okay? So, yeah. Let me see if I have leaves around here. I do. They're down on the floor. So you could use, show you. Usually these come right off. This one's not. We'll cut him off. Okay. You could use a sprig too. You can do any color you want. You just stick it in there and you can glue it. And you could use some pine cones. Also, you could turn the pine cone upside down and then you could paint this and put it in here and make it look like get a pop of color going that way. You could put some pine cones in there. All right, and then I have a metal sign. And then I kind of like this. I think this is kind of like a pumpkin-y copper color. And I kind of like the metal with it, the gathered. Can you see that? And then you would do this. Glue these all the way around. I don't like this leaf with it, actually. And then just like that. Did we not mirror this?
We did not.
We did not mirror this. So you're seeing this backwards. So I do apologize for that. It looks right here. I forgot to hit the button to change it, so I do apologize. So anyways, that's what it's gonna look like and go all the way around. So once I finish it, I will put a picture up tomorrow. Thank you, Jackie. I really think you should try making one. What'd she say?
She said, I love this one too.
I do too. This one's one of my favorites because I think it is so inviting and pretty and unique. And it dusts off. It doesn't get real dusty. I put mine over the fireplace last year. I don't think I'd put it unless you Scotch guard it on your front door. But you could just spray it with a Scotch guard and use it. But yeah, so there. So I will finish this all the way around and fill in the side and put my embellishments on. And then tomorrow I'll put a picture up of all the fall crafts we've made, stage it, and then I'm going to get to working on a kitchen nook tablescape so I could stop using this table. So I have some ideas there. And anyways, and so this is going to be, when I finish this is going to be a door, like a, you can call it a door prize, I guess, yeah? My local craft thing at my house we're hosting on the 18th. So if you're local, you're more than welcome to come. It'll be a lot of fun. So come by, say hi, maybe buy some stuff, I don't know. And then get a schedule, some make and takes for the holidays and to come. So anyways, all right, so I'm gonna finish this and I'll post pictures tomorrow, and then I will put my schedule together for what we're gonna make next week and when I'll be live and so forth. So sprinkle the video and we'll do a drawing on Wednesday. If you don't know what sprinkle means, pass it on, S-H-A-R-E. They don't like when I say that word, so I'm not gonna say it, but Facebook doesn't like it. We'll do a drawing on Wednesday. Alrighty. I want you guys Rose, I'm local. I know, huh? So anyways, I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday evening, a happy Sunday, and I will see you soon, all right? If you have any questions, comment in the comments, and I will try to answer them. All right, have a good evening. We'll see you later. Bye.